The NC State Wolfpack takes on the South Carolina Gamecocks in men's lacrosse from Method Road Field. Due to technical difficulties, we will be picking up the game at the beginning of the second half. NC State currently leads the Gamecocks 10-4.
Welcome back to Lower Method Field for the second half of action here. I'm Connor Dodd with PackTV alongside Ethan Berry. The score is 10-4 Wolfpack as we begin for the face-off of the second half here. The Wolfpack takes on the South Carolina Gamecocks.
South Carolina scored 3 goals in a row there at the end of the first half. So we'll see if they can keep that momentum going.
Shot by Wolfpack, and that'll be deflected, I think.
South Carolina was closest to it.
Yep, they will be rewarded with possession for that. Hogan, second string goalie, still in. Nice clear up to number 45. Will Stevens. Ball up top. 51, John Henneberry passes it off.
We'll see if South Carolina can continue that momentum from the first half into the second half.
South Carolina's whole bench now repeating all the calls in unison. Ball deflected, scooped up by Parker Hatton, the goalie. Let's see how they look to clear the ball. Parker Hatton walking it up. Passes it out to his defender, Tanner Hudson. Tanner Hudson will run it up, pass it off. The ball gets just into the stick of Michael Sullivan, who will run it into the box.
State going to slow down here, make a couple substitutions. Gain possession here. If you're up 10-4 like State is, you really just need to have good possessions, hold the ball for a while, and get a good shot. You don't need to rush.
Yep, exactly. Just play your game. Play what you practiced. Which is what they're doing right now, getting the ball around nicely. Sullivan with the ball at X. Pass up to Melton. Berry, back to Melton. Nothing there.
NC State has shown that they can score quickly if they need to.
Doing exactly what they want to do, just trying to find their looks. If it's not there, go to the next look, keep passing the ball around.
Exactly. One thing I noticed is it's been a game of runs. South Carolina scored the first goal of the game, then NC State scored 10 goals in a row.
And a flag will be thrown
before South Carolina scored those 3 at the end.
South Carolina's 8th penalty of the day, I do believe. Shot, just a little bit wide. That'll bring up the man-up unit for Wolfpack and the man-down unit for the Gamecocks.
Slow start to the half here.
Gamecock man-down defense not doing that too terrible of a job. Was able to hold off the 2-man down. Let's see if they can hold them off once again on the 1-man down.
Yeah, like you said, I think their man-down defense has been better than their regular defense.
Have to agree. Ball up top. Jesse Melton passes it off to Nick Davis, who will run through the middle. Trying to create some space here. Ball back up top to Melton. Barry. Barber. Michael Sullivan back behind. Feeds Nick Davis. Good man down defense here by the Gamecocks. Not letting Wolfpack get their shot, as they do get the shot off, but it's deflected. Wolfpack attackman there, Miller Barber to back it up. Errant pass there. Will Lansinger will bring it down, looking for the open man. Nice roll dodge. Nice little offensive turn of events there. Roll dodge to the pass on the opposite side of the crease. And that'll be a goal for the Gamecock offense. Nice fast break play to make the score 10-5.
Yeah, just a good defense on one end. They translated into a offensive opportunity and a great setup there for the goal. And South Carolina's now cut the deficit in half.
South Carolina's identity really coming out now. I'm not sure what was going on in the first half of this game, but they're playing up to their standards now.
Number 77 here in front of your screen. That's a big dude for South Carolina. He doesn't miss many meals, I don't think.
Wonder if you heard you say that, but as face-off will, number 77 will lose his stick. Might be a little frustrated after that. Hopefully he doesn't get a bad penalty. Bell to Barber. Back up to Barry. Bell, Barber, Barry. Blackwelder, that's a lot of B's. Melton. Blackwelder looking to dodge. Pulls out. Tried to find his man on the outside, and that'll be a push without possession. Oh, I thought that was going to be a push without possession on the Gamecocks, but I guess the ball will stay with them. See if the Gamecocks can get another possession and a goal here to make the deficit only 4. For 23. Grant Schneider passes off to ex-attackman. They're getting the ball around nicely here. John Bells tries to get the skip pass. Good shot by Will Lansinger just off the pipe.
Just off the outside edge there. Just missed another goal for South Carolina.
They'll keep it. Player complaining of the ref there to a slash or something. And we'll get a penalty on the Wolfpack. I think that'll be a hold. That'll be a hold. And the Wolfpack will be a man down as the Gamecocks bring out their man-up offense. Need to take advantage. Put this deficit back down to 4.
South Carolina has all the momentum right now. NC State needs to do something, either a goal or a long possession. They had a long possession, and then South Carolina came down and scored, but NC State's got to do something to get the game going back their way.
Start off by quickly cutting out this man-up offense. Which did a great job of getting the man open and just went skyward on that shot.
Yeah, that. I wonder if he just lost control of that ball and the stick.
The ball kind of just went to the top of his pocket and flew out. It's unfortunate. That probably would have been a goal. Nice fake pass. Schneider with the pass. Oh my lord! He passed it to the attackman. He just did a between the leg shot. Not many of those have I seen in my day.
Yeah, what a goal from South Carolina there, and they're doing everything now. They look like the team they thought we were. We're going to see how NC State responds to this adversity.
Score now 10-6 after that razzle-dazzle offense between the legs.
South Carolina is just keeping the pressure on, and NC State hasn't been able to do anything about it. So
another face-off here. NC State's looking to win it and get some possession time. Still up by 4 goals, but deficit quickly waning fast. Austin Bell gets it.
I mean, South Carolina's got the deficit to the point where NC State, I don't think, can just sit around and
no, definitely not.
Run the clock. They're going to need more goals to win this game.
That's for sure, especially at the rate that South Carolina is scoring now. Melton with the ball up top. He'll give it off to Blackwelder. He'll give it off to the substitute Barry. Ball back up top to Blackwelder. Passing the ball around nicely. Keeping the ball out wide. Oof, a little errant pass on that spin move, looking to find the open man. Legal procedure on White. I'm not sure what that was, but a legal procedure. That'll mean Gamecocks get the ball on a quick break to get it down the field. Looking to get their offensive substitutes on. John Belts with the ball.
South Carolina can really make this game interesting with a goal here, I think.
Yeah, a goal here would just, it would make it much more interesting, just like you said. John Belts, shot! A little too high. Nice backup by the Gamecocks.
Wind picking up here, as I'm sure you can hear in the microphones.
Making it a little chillier here for us folks outside. That's John Schneider passing the ball off. Now we got number 29. Arturo Havadu already scored this game. Ball out, and that'll be Gamecock ball still. Lansinger. Back up to Belts. Belts using his speed to get the shot off. Great save by Wolfpack netminder Parker Staton. Devin Johnson looking to clear it up. Using his running back moves right there. Broke some ankles to get the Wolfpack's possession.
He's comfortable with the ball in his hands, as you can see there. Obviously from his football days, he's got a lot of experience.
Yep, I played lacrosse with both Devin Johnson and Adam Johnson, not related in high school. Both teammates on the Wolfpack club lacrosse team now. And that was what Devin was known for, his speed in high school. Designated clear as he is for the Wolfpack. Wolfpack, some good offense right now. Bailey Quinn with the ball. Nice dodge, not the best shot though.
I'm not sure if that was a shot or a pass. It went right to somebody.
I think it was a shot, but it could have been a pass.
It looked like a shot to me too, based on the way he threw it.
Yeah, I wasn't too comfortable throwing with that left hand, I think. Nick Davis looking to dodge from up top now. Move to the left. Back up to Quinn. Oh, excuse me. Miller Barber. Now that's Quinn with the ball. It's number 12, Carter Rucker on the far side. Quinn. Sullivan already has a hat trick today.
South Carolina's defense much better on this possession. We'll see if they can hold on and get a stop.
Yeah, they're doing a much better job at coming out on their players and just creating some pressure. Shot. Shot and the rebound shot also wide, so
if you're NC State, a goal here I feel like would be huge. They're going to regain possession here after two good shots.
yeah, that would be nice. And a shot and a goal. I think that'll be cleared out though. He was in the crease, so no goal for the Pack. And the Gamecocks will be looking to clear it. Number 8. Ryan Vallon passed it up. Ball down in front of the crease, needs to clear it. Nick Davis passes it up, finds Devin Johnson, nice catch. Devin steps in the box, gives it off to his teammate Bailey Quinn as he goes off for an offensive substitute. Bailey Quinn with a man behind. Back up to Carter. Carter Rucker with the dodge. put his weight into that one, but the ball would go down. And that'll be a violation, I believe, quick offside, so that'll be Gamecock ball, bringing the ball down. And that's number 8, John Ballin. Or Ryan Ballin, excuse me. John Henneberry with the ball. We'll get a whistle. The Gamecock player needs to strap his helmet up, is what the ref was referring to. And after that, play will restart. Ball came to him a little too quick there, almost as he's still looking to get his gloves on, but he catches it. Nice offensive look and a shot. It's a little too high, and then I'll go back to Gamecocks. Gamecocks getting the ball around. Good look. Ball in the dirt there. Number 21, Christopher Schultz cleared it up. Michael Sullivan, that's his 4th of the day. Number 30, Sully, the attackman, gets his 4th goal of the day to put the Pack up 11-6.
Yeah, good work from NC State to regain momentum. They had that goal taken away a minute ago, and then they get this one back.
Yeah, that was a great clear and just a nice execution of the fast break to give it to the attackman Sullivan, who usually finishes it off, which he does there.
That's a big goal, I think, from NC State. South Carolina had scored 5 in a row. NC State had 1 taken off the board, and now they get another one. And you hope that that'll settle things down for State, and they can keep the momentum going.
And we got a Gamecock ball after the face-off violation, I believe.
I think we'll be coming to the end of the 3rd quarter here in the next couple minutes.
See if the Gamecocks can end it with a goal of their own. Lansinger up top. Back to Belts. Pass. Shot, and a great save by Staten. Belts has some of the quickest hands I've ever seen. He can make the pass on the dime. Johnson makes a pass across the field. Ball down. Melton able to pick it up as he is yard sailed. That's number 10, Andrew Del Arbora, bringing it down. He gives it off to Lansinger. He's quickly picked up, but passes it out to his teammate, number 14, Colin Lopez. At number 29, Arturo Havado has passed it off to number 7, John Belts. Belts using his speed to come around the goal right now. Tries to find the man that the defender slid from. Just a little too low of a pass. Nice effort by Staten to get to that ball. Pass it off to Devin Johnson, once again looking to use his speed to bring it up the field. Nice pass by Johnson. Number 18, Jack Sarley, the LSM, still running in. He might be looking to score. Instead, smartly tries to get rid of it, though there is a check. And that'll be Gamecock ball as it goes out of bounds. Belts clears it up himself.
Looks like somebody said 30 seconds, so I'd assume that's how much time is left in the quarter. Goal here for South Carolina would be huge. 4 goals going into the 4th quarter is a lot, but it's manageable.
Definitely manageable. Is that a quick pass and a dispossession by the Gamecocks? Wolfpack will get it here in the remaining seconds of the 3rd quarter.
10 seconds, they're going to look to push and get a quick shot.
Ball out of bounds. Just only a couple seconds here.
Yeah, that's going to do it for half, or for the quarter.
And that'll end the quarter here, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll do it here for the quarter. The Pack up 11-6, up by 5 goals, able to finally answer there in the beginning of the second half. Both teams looking like they got some momentum. It's definitely a game here. And we'll return for the fourth quarter action. Welcome back to Lower Method Field here. I'm Connor Dodd with PackTV, joined by Ethan Berry. About to face off here for the fourth quarter of action between men's club lacrosse for the Wolfpack and the Gamecocks of South Carolina. Pack up 11-6, 5-goal deficit as they gain possession on the face-off. Gamecocks looking to come back here in the fourth quarter, and they'll gain possession.
There's been a lot going on in this game. If you're just now joining us, NC State gave up a really quick early goal to fall behind 1-0 and then scored 10 consecutive goals. Michael Sullivan has a hat trick +1. And then South Carolina scored 5 in a row, and it looked like they were going to get themselves back into this game, and it was going to be a nail-biter, but NC State was able to score their 11th goal, and that's how we're at our 11-6 score.
Let's see if the Gamecocks can get a goal here and gain some momentum to maybe get themselves back into this.
I mean, they need 5 goals in 15 minutes, so they're going to need to score quickly, and that's assuming they don't give any up.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. They just have to play their hardest, and that's a great shot to start it off.
Yeah, they're going to need to push and look to score quickly. So we'll see if they can get a quick goal here.
Good look on the inside. Shot and quick deflection from the Wolfpack. Nice little cut and a shot from number 1, Will Landsinger from the Gamecocks there. Just battling for the ball here in the corner.
Yeah, not sure who forced the deflection, but it forced the missed shot, and NC State's going to gain possession here.
Jonathan Hopkins runs it down. Nice clear. Finds his midfielder, Devin Johnson. Adam Johnson with the ball. Wolfpack steps it in. Number 22, Jesse Melton with the ball on the side. Wolfpack getting their offensive substitutes in. Up to Clayton Blackwelder. Adam Johnson. Johnson gives it off to Blackwelder. Wolfpack keeping the ball out wide here. Gamecocks still putting some pressure out on them. Miller Barber up to Adam Johnson. Shot just wide. Just outside the net.
Not sure if South Carolina's had these officials before, but they've had a lot to say. They seem to be good friends with the officials.
Hogan looking to clear the ball, and he'll just run it. A goalie and pass it backwards. That's an interesting clear. It worked though.
Yeah, I don't know that that's what you're looking for if you're South Carolina, but it worked.
That was I don't know if that originally was a pass or a shot, but it worked as a bounce pass.
Yeah, I think it. I don't know, but
either way, it was a nice goal.
Yeah, that was an interesting play. South Carolina gets the goal out of it.
Yeah, that was a nice pickup goal. Picked that up off the ground, just threw it right in the back of the net, and that makes the score 11-7 here. Deficit back down to 4 goals.
What's up, Dave? Get one for Tucker.
Another face-off here. Important one. If the Gamecocks can win it and get another goal and get within 3, that'd be big for them. Devin Johnson, nice ground ball. Devin finds his teammate in the middle. Hudson. Ball still down. Black comes up with it. That's a great GB by number 88, Frank Farinio. Gamecocks looking to clear it. Ball down in the middle of the field. Sullivan tried to get that one. Number 69, Zachary Tobo, bringing it down. Schneider. Max Quifo. Ball back up top. Little trip, but he still has the ball. Shot, the worm burner shot by Max Quifo. That'll go out. Ball rewarded to Parker Staton, the goalie, on the effort. He chucks it to the opposite side of the field to Devin Johnson.
Devin Johnson's really been a difference maker here for the Pack. Not much of an offensive player, but really helps them get the ball out of the defensive zone.
He's just a spark plug and is able to clear it down really quick. Though the Gamecocks did a good job of stopping him right there. Staton was still with the ball. Gets checked. Johnson with it again. Johnson uses his speed to get it across. Nice spin move. That'll still be a failure to advance on the Wolfpack. Not able to get it back in the box in time. Ball's brought down, number 51. John Henneberry passes it off.
NC State looks like they're just holding on at this point, just hoping the time will run out. South Carolina is being much more aggressive, which they obviously need to be, down 4 goals.
I'm sure Demarest is not telling them to cut it out, though.
Yeah, no, you definitely want to stay aggressive if you're NC State. I mean, another goal or two here would pretty much put this one away.
Yeah, I'd have to say so. Let's see how Gamecocks react right now. The 4th quarter. Shot. Sidearm shot, just a little high there. Back to the shooter, number 43, Max Quifo, passes it to the inside, no good. Ball off Wolfpack. That'll stay Gamecock possession. Quifo. Looks like he wants to take it himself. And he does.
Not a good possession there from South Carolina.
Some individual effort there.
No ball movement at all.
Needed to get his teammates involved instead of trying to take it all himself.
It's like a timeout. Not sure which team called it.
That'll be a quick timeout here in the 4th quarter, and we'll return here with the action in just a moment. Welcome back to PackTV. After that timeout from the Gamecocks, let's see what they got in store on offense.
Good timeout there, I think, from Coach Harkey of South Carolina. You down 4 goals with only so much time left. You got to take advantage of every possession and set up a play here and hope to draw within 3 if you're South Carolina.
Yeah, I'm interested to see who's going to get the ball in their sticks for this shot. I'm going to guess either Belts or Lansinger. And it's neither. Ball on the crease, shot. Nice look. Can't tell what number that was. I think it was 43, Max Quifo with the goal. Nice quick stick from the crease to make the score now 11-8. 3-goal game.
That was a good play. They used somebody as a decoy. I couldn't tell who the decoy was. And then they sent the second guy through the middle, and he was able to score.
Yeah, I think they expected the ball to go up top to Belts, which I did too. Instead, it went to the crease to Quifo. That was a great play call by Harkey. Now within 3 goals, let's see if they can get the momentum they need to tie it up. Nice face-off taken by Austin Bell.
Yeah, NC State, if they can hold possession here for a couple minutes and score a goal, I think that'll about do it. But
definitely the goal here is Devin Johnson looks to find a teammate to give it to before running off the field. And he'll take it himself, no substitute. He will come off now. Replaced by Kevin Berry. Pass up to Clayton Blackwelder. Berry with the ball up top. Melton. Back to Berry. Shot! Ooh, that's unfortunate. Second string goalie made the save, but the ball just bounced out and went across the plane for Wolfpack goal. That'll make it 12-8 Wolfpack. That's just unfortunate for Hogan. Made the save, just came out of the net.
Yeah, that's a tough break for South Carolina, giving up that quick goal after cutting the deficit to 3.
Yeah, it's a tough one to make it 4 goals now instead of 3. Limited time left in the fourth quarter. See if they can get this face off here and get that one back. That would be nice, but Bell has been on a roll this game. Devin Johnson almost got it there. Picked it up, and he does. Oh, almost a little scary pass to the goalie there, but he successfully gets it. Oh, ball just passed a little too high for Devin to grab. Johnson will run back in on defense as the Gamecocks will gain possession. Shot! And that's a goal! A nice ripper by number 15 for the Gamecocks. Jacob Ellis put them back to within 3. Score is now 12-9, NC State.
That's where that other mistake from the backup goalie comes back to hurt you. Now it's still a 3-goal game instead of a 2-goal game.
Exactly. That 2-goal deficit would be much nicer to look at instead of this 3, though they're still in contention.
Yeah, it's not over yet. NC State can't sit back and relax. South Carolina keeps on coming. You got to give them credit to do that. But you got to assume we're about halfway through the fourth quarter here, if not more.
Ball down. Picked up but quickly dropped by Gamecocks, but that's picked up by number 8, Ryan Ballin. He steps it in the box for South Carolina. Zachary Tobu passes off to number 1, Will Lansinger. Seven minutes left to go in the quarter here. Plenty of time for the Gamecocks to come back if they wish. Shot, no pass. Unfortunately, the Wolfpack have got a penalty here. A flag's down. Another flag is down. Just trying to get that ball out and let the penalties occur. Messy play there by the Pack on defense.
Yeah, they're going to have 2 penalties, so I think, is that going to be a 2-minute penalty maybe? Or a 2?
Let's see, how many defenders do they have in there?
Yeah.
Looks like it might be.
No, there's going to be 5, I think.
Okay, so it's just going to be 2 minutes. The Wolfpack be down 2 minutes here. Giving the Gamecocks plenty of time to score.
Down 3 goals here. I think with the 2-minute penalty with about 6.5 minutes left, I think they're going to have to score here in the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty imperative. They put 1 on the board, and because if the Wolfpack get the ball and just start killing time, they have another chance to score a goal, and that's not what you want. They need a goal here on man up. And not the best start, but they'll get it back luckily. Ball on the side. Look for the shot. Deflected. Shot. Just a little too high. Ball up top.
South Carolina's really pressing here. I think it's kind of hurting them a little bit, but they're really pushing for this goal quick.
Stuffed. He is stuffed on the line, on the crease. That's not
Excellent defensive play.
It's not exactly what you want on the man up, but great job by the Wolfpack defense. Stuff that one. Good look. Johnson, score! Adam Johnson with surprisingly his first goal of the game. Just nice fast break, puts in the 5-hole.
That's a big goal.
That definitely is a big goal to put the Pack up 13-9. 4 goals instead of 3. That's a big deficit now. With probably about 6 minutes remaining in the quarter. Johnson hadn't scored up to this point, but that's an important one for him to get right there.
You give credit for South Carolina, they keep on coming, but I think just a few too many mistakes, giving up 10 goals.
Yeah, that first quarter just kind of put them out of their way that they're usually ready to win these games, but now down 4 goals instead of maybe 1 or 2 had they not let some of those in. Some chaotic scene, a little bit of kindergarten soccer, just kicking the ball around. And that ball will go out to the Wolfpack. Nope, excuse me, to the Gamecocks. Pass far side. Arturo Havardo. Ball steps in the box. Open man.
Off the post, that's a tough one.
Off the crossbar. He had a wide open shot, really.
Yeah.
Some chaos going on just back and forth here. Someone's looking to score. Shot! And a goal by number 29, Arturo Havardo, his second of the day. Kind of just left him open to run in. He said, all right, I'll take it.
Yeah, NC State, I don't really know what the Pack is trying to do here in the last couple minutes. They're lucky that they've gotten these goals late, but NC State really just trying to hold on at this point.
Still only up 3 goals. They need to pack it in on defense. Excuse the Wolfpack pun, but they do need to keep it together. Kind of just unorganized. I'm not sure who knew he was supposed to pick up the ball there.
Since about halfway through the second quarter there, South Carolina's really dominated this game. But
Austin Bell, though, he tripped to pick that up.
The first quarter of the game was just dominated by State so much that they've just been able to hang on to that lead.
Wide open on the crease is Michael Sullivan. And the Gamecocks are just kind of in disarray there, looking to get the ball. Left Michael Sullivan right in front of the crease for a 5th goal of the day for him.
Yeah, South Carolina's aggressive defense is creating open opportunities for State, and they're taking advantage.
Yeah, that was a nice look by long stick Tanner Hudson to find his fellow teammate and attackman, Sully, as they call him. Another face-off here, the Pack up by 4. Not much time remaining in the 4th.
Yeah, I got to figure 3-4 minutes at most.
Austin Bell has gotten almost every single face-off he's been a part of. One of the MVPs for this game, I'd say, just creating every single possession for the Wolfpack. Barber with the ball. I'm not sure what that confusion was. I really don't know what just happened.
I don't know either.
Barber kind of just chucked it backwards. I don't know if he thought the game was over or something.
Yeah, that was weird. NC State lucky to regain possession, though.
Hudson will lose the ball, though. Back to the Gamecocks.
This has just been a weird game.
Especially these last 10 minutes or so. Pack still up 4-0. Gamecocks looking to score fast here. Ball popped up behind the net. A little fight for the ball in the corner. And that'll go Wolfpack. Parker Staton gives it off to his man, Devin Johnson. Devin will gain some speed, make the move, and he's gone. Not easy to stop that man once he's got his head of steam going. Though the ball would be lost by the Wolfpack, South Carolina will get it here in the waning minutes of the game. That'll be number 46, Luke Tacher, bringing it down. Thought he was going to shoot, and that'll be a shot. Just a little high. Nice job by Adam Johnson getting that ground ball, breaking ankles on the way. You can hear the crowd cheering for that one. It's Michael Sullivan.
NC State's going to pull it out here.
Not much time left. I think they're just going to be looking to hold it. Davis, the stutter step move. Oh, Sully was about to get his 6th, his double hat trick, but just couldn't hold on to that one. Uncharacteristic of the attackman. Mike Davis, shot. That was a ripper, just a little too wide. Stays with the Wolfpack. Adam Johnson will get it. Johnson still with the ball. Looking to play their game. Pass around. Bailey Quinn has it. Back up to Mike Davis. Playing possession ball. Davis looking for some help as Gamecocks are out pressuring all their men. And they take the ball away. Davis gains it back. The ball rolls out. I think the ball went out of bounds, but they'll call a push in the back on the Gamecocks to make it happen. So the ball will stay with the Wolfpack. They're just looking to clear or
Sounds
clear
like
out
a minute and a half.
About a minute and a half. They're just going to be looking to ping this ball around now. Maybe get a shot or two.
Valiant effort from South Carolina to get back in the game, but just a few too many mistakes as State calls timeout here. Maybe make a few substitutions here as time runs out.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to hand it to the Gamecocks down, 10-1 at one point. Brought it back.
I mean, they didn't even, I don't even know how to describe what they looked like. It was not good.
Yeah, they look like a totally different team in the first quarter and a half.
Give them credit, but just a few too many mistakes, I think, on their side. You think about the backup goalie dropping the ball into his own net, and then the backup goalie maybe coming in too late, because that's really what sparked South Carolina was the changing in the net. And you wonder, maybe they should have done that sooner. But
maybe they had a talk, kind of just reviewed what was going on, hopefully.
A little brouhaha.
Yeah, a little brouhaha, as we like to call it.
But NC State's going to come away with this win and improve to 9-3. And definitely some good things for Coach Chris Demarest to take forward. The end of this game obviously is not going to be on the season highlight reel. But
that W will.
That is correct.
Working their way to the playoffs in Atlanta. And we'll return here after the quick halftime. Timeout. Pack still with possession to end the game. Probably a little bit more than a minute to go here. Gamecocks are double teaming. The ball will go on the ground. Snagged up by Hogan, the backup goalie. Gamecocks looking to get a quick one here, maybe a pride goal. And the flag is thrown. Flag, that'll go on the Wolfpack, so I think Wolfpack will be a man down for maybe the rest of the match.
Probably,
Not
yeah.
sure how much time's remaining. Can't be more than 45 seconds or so. About to restart here. Gamecock ball. Let's see if they can get a quick goal here to make it a 3-point loss instead of a 4-point loss. Shot. Wide. And Wolfpack will get the ball. And we'll try to run out this penalty. And the clock. That'll go out. Back to the Gamecocks. Pass. Finds his man, Schneider. Looking for, find the shot. And he finds a shot, and a good one, just deflected off the goalie. Black there. Limited time left. Tries to get the fancy one to end it. Can't get it, though. Not much time left. Shot. Save. And that'll do it. A final save for Parker Staton to get his team the win. Wolfpack take on the Gamecocks and get the W, 14-10. Though a rocky start for the Gamecocks, they really came back at one point down 10-1 to make it a 4-point game. Just a lot of effort on their part. Really got to give it to them.
Yeah, I think they cut it down to 3 at one point,
Yeah,
actually.
you're right.
But give South Carolina a lot of credit, but those early goals, those run of 10 goals there, was enough to carry NC State. South Carolina, you're really kicking yourself.
Yeah, made some
after getting
mistakes.
behind that far, and they're just not able to come all the way back. But
yeah, just a great offensive game for the first half, at least for the Pack. Able to get them the win. As Coach Demarest and the Wolfpack Lacrosse team go 9-3 now on the season as they look to take it to Atlanta for the playoffs. It's a great game here at Lower Method Field. I'm Connor Dodd alongside Ethan Berry for PackTV, bringing you into the Pack.